Recently, Katt Williams graced Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay podcast, and what a revelation it was. The episode spanned a marathon 3 hours, with Katt delivering a fiery, unfiltered performance. He didn't shy away from throwing barbs at big names like Steve Harvey, Michael Blackson, Rickey Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer. Picture this: 15 years in the glitz of Hollywood, and not a single memory surfaces of a packed Kevin Hart show, lines out the door, or a standing ovation at any comedy club. It's as if he had his golden tickets lined up before even stepping into the limelight. Ever heard of a comedian landing in LA and within his first year, snagging a sitcom and headlining a film like Soul Plane unheard of, right? That, my friends, is what we call a plant. Katt's next move: a direct hit at Kevin Hart, labeling him as nothing but a product of industry machinations, a fabricated success. This long-standing rivalry has seen countless online spats and interview jabs, a seemingly endless loop of celebrity clash. And let's not forget Dave Chappelle's past warnings to Katt about targeting fellow black comedians' advice that seems to have fallen by the wayside. So, what really triggered this saga? Katt's relentless pursuit of Hart wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment thing. It was the culmination of years of pent-up frustration, a volcano finally erupting. The saga of Kevin Hart and Katt Williams isn't new. It's a decade-long odyssey of verbal sparring. From Katt's incendiary remarks to Kevin's calculated retorts, their world of comedy has transformed into an arena of rivalry. Imagine this: Katt Williams, unbridled and unrestrained, not only taking aim at Kevin Hart, but also at athletes turned comedians like Shaquille O'Neal. This feud ignited back in August 2014, an endless comedic crusade that has captivated audiences. Why don't Shake and Russell Simmons just stick to their courts and boardrooms? They've got no business in comedy, just like we don't try to create a league of under 6-foot basketball players. So, what gives them the right, just because they're millionaires, to invade our turf? Get lost, you wannabes. Oh, and I haven't forgotten how you, Shake, snatched Kevin Hart right from under me. I demand restitution. After 2 years of laying low, February 2016 saw a reignited feud between Katt and Kevin. At his conspiracy theory tour in Atlanta, Katt didn't mince words, openly calling Kevin Hart a mere puppet of the industry. This bold accusation made waves. Katt, standing firm in his belief, challenged the narrative, urging people not to berate a black man making his mark, regardless of their personal taste. But Katt's critique went deeper. He aligned himself with other black comedians, stressing that being someone's favorite doesn't mean he dismisses the rest. His metaphors were striking. Don't rage at Kermit the Frog. It's Jim Henson who pulls the strings. Forget being mad at Mickey Mouse. It's Walt Disney who deserves your scorn. I stand as proof that if Kevin Hart is the pinnacle of comedy, then don't boo a black man striving for greatness. Even if he's just a pawn, it's not his fault. Remember, being superior to some doesn't make me superior to all. If you're angry at Kermit, direct it at Jim Henson. Don't curse Donald Duck, aim at Walt Disney. Kevin Hart's response was less confrontational, more reflective. On Instagram, he shared a moment from the 2016 Academy Awards in the company of legends Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. His message was clear: in the world of comedy, unity and mutual support trump rivalry. We are comedians, and few of us reach this pinnacle. One comedian's success opens doors for others. It's about uplifting, not tearing down. Those who don't understand this miss out on the true essence of our craft. 2016 continued to simmer with tension. Williams amped up the heat, setting a dramatic stage for his conspiracy tour in Philadelphia. He boldly challenged Kevin Hart to a $5 million showdown, offering a variety of challenges from basketball to comedy. I've seen your antics on social media, Kevin. If you're serious, let's make it real. I'll bring the challenge to your hometown basketball, boxing, rap, or comedy, your pick, with a cool $1 million on each. Katt's offer was audacious, covering everything from sports to stand-up, and he even taunted Kevin about his Forbes ranking, insisting on a no-white folk stipulation if Kevin was truly independent. However, by March 2016, a different Katt Williams emerged on V103, Atlanta's The Big Tigger Show. In a surprising turn, he expressed regret, publicly apologizing to Kevin Hart. I should never have dragged Kevin Hart's name through the mud. He's the crowned king of comedy by popular vote. To attack a fellow black man, especially in these divisive times racially, politically, economically, it's inexcusable. I stooped low, and for that, I am deeply sorry. Reflecting on the journey and its impact on loved ones, especially since 2002, I realize my actions were regrettable. My sincere apologies extend not only to Kevin Hart, but also to Heartbeat Productions, the Plastic Cup Boys, and everyone linked to Kevin. In a moment of clarity, Katt acknowledged their shared struggles as black men, expressing genuine regret for targeting Hart so intensely, particularly in a nation already rife with division. Katt conceded during his dialogue with the host that his attempts to belittle Hart during his performance were unfortunate. His apology was heartfelt, directed not just at Kevin but at Heartbeat Productions, the Plastic Cup Boys, and anyone associated with Kevin. It was a poignant moment of reconciliation, a gesture to mend fences. Fast forward 2 years, and the public animosity between Katt and Kevin seemed to have subsided. However, in September 2018, the dynamic shifted once more. The focus turned to Tiffany Haddish when Williams, speaking on V100.3's Frank and Wanda in the Morning, critiqued her comedic chops and cast doubt on her ability to headline a major tour. Kevin Hart, ever the defender, stood up for Tiffany while promoting Night School on The Breakfast Club, directly challenging Williams. Hart confronted Williams for consistently pointing fingers at Hollywood and the white man rather than acknowledging his own missteps during his prime. Your frustration with Katt Williams stems from your constant blame game. Hollywood this, the white man that. But when will you own your choices? Katt, you were poised to be the star. You missed work, promo shoots, you were off your game. You became a liability to the studios. You chose a path, now own it. Fix yourself and come back to the world of comedy. Hart revealed that Williams' struggles with substance abuse led studios to sever ties with him. He emphasized that Williams had squandered his opportunity to truly shine and challenged his contributions to the comedy community, questioning Williams' right to criticize others who were currently making a splash. The undercurrent of tension between these comedic powerhouses persisted. In September 2021, the Hart-Williams saga reignited. Williams, in an interview with Baltimore's Persia Nicole, as reported by Revolt, expressed confidence in his comedic prowess. He claimed it would be unfair for him to engage in a comedy battle with Hart, boasting of his extensive repertoire of over 10 comedy specials. Do you want to see a versus battle between me and Kevin Hart? I pioneered this concept. Versus is my territory. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight for me. With my arsenal of 10-plus specials, I could knock out the competition with just a couple of jokes from each. Anyone not named prior is already out of the race. But let's not start counting movies, specials, or TV appearances. It's a battle of comedy giants. Williams nonchalantly dismissed the notion of comparing his and Hart's achievements, suggesting such a contest would be monumental. Then came the infamous Club Shay podcast. Williams, in a candid conversation with Shannon Sharpe, didn't hold back. Stories of me using drugs? Where's the evidence? No tales of dealers, no partners in crime, no witnesses to my supposed intoxication. I have a large family to think about. Why propagate these baseless stories? It's just the nature of competition. During this explosive episode, Williams didn't shy away from targeting various comedians, with Hart being a prime subject. He insinuated that Hart might be an industry fabrication. The exchange continued to unravel on the podcast, showcasing the ongoing verbal duel between these comedic icons. In response, Kevin Hart's reaction was succinct and pointed, shared on the platform now known as X. "You need to release that anger, Katt. It's a sad sight to see." The next day, Hart appeared on ESPN's B Unplugged, playfully debunking Williams' extravagant claims from the podcast, like reading thousands of books as a young child. Really, Katt? 3,000 books a year at age 6? Learning basketball from reading? Is that your secret? And getting into Delaware University, yet it never hit the news? World's best kept secret, apparently. The public often sides with Katt, convinced he's unearthing hidden truths about Kevin Hart. However, Williams' critiques weren't limited to Hart. He embarked on a verbal crusade, exposing what he perceived as the industry's unsavory realities, targeting not just comedians, but also actors like Chris Tucker, whom he accused of being a changed man, an Epstein version of his former self. In the same breath, Williams called out Rickey Smiley on the Club Shay podcast, marking yet another chapter in his campaign against perceived industry hypocrisy. Accusing Rickey Smiley of falsehoods, particularly regarding his acting prowess, the feud between him and Williams ignited over Smiley's claim to have originally been cast as Money Mike in Friday After Next. Williams was quick to debunk this, labeling it an outright fabrication. "Thanks for hosting me on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's dive into this frenzy the internet stirred up, especially the remarks I made on Shannon Sharpe's show. Now, I can only speak for myself, not other comics. Katt's words about my alleged behind-the-scenes role in Friday After Next? Let's unpack that." Undeterred, Smiley confronted these assertions on his broadcast, reaffirming his version of events. He clarified that the Money Mike character gained its pimp essence only after Williams assumed the role. Despite this contention, Smiley bore no ill will towards Williams. Then there's the tussle with Cedric the Entertainer. Williams accused Cedric of duplicity, claiming a joke performed by Williams in 1998 on BET's Comic View was plagiarized by Cedric in the original Kings of Comedy 2000 with minimal alteration. Cedric refuted this, but Williams maintained his stance, asserting both Cedric and Steve Harvey had privately conceded to the joke's appropriation. Williams had overlooked this for years, but chose to voice his grievance when Cedric publicly denied it in 2022. Williams also had pointed views about Kevin Hart, suggesting Hart compromised his integrity for industry elites. He revived a contentious theory that black male entertainers must don a dress in a film to ascend in Hollywood, a topic gaining traction as more industry figures, like Dave Chappelle, share their experiences. Chappelle notably rejected a $50 million deal from Comedy Central in 2006, refusing to conform to such demands, as he revealed on Oprah. In his interview, Williams laid bare his unfiltered opinions on fellow comedians and Hollywood's inner mechanics. Dave Chappelle is perceptive, shedding light on the industry's darker corners. My comments weren't personal grievances, but observations of others. If I revealed my full story, it would be heart-wrenching. I've lost much, but never betrayed anyone. Dave Chappelle, however, was critical of Williams' recent bombshell interview, which disparaged comedians like Ice Cube and Kevin Hart. Chappelle's remarks during a set at the Hollywood Improv's Mandalay event, a departure from his strict no-phones policy, became a talking point. What's happening here? Katt's lashing out at everyone, yet silent on the white comics. It's odd. He's airing grievances about actions between each other, nothing personal against him. If I shared my tale, it would be tragic. I've endured losses yet never ratted out anyone. But now Katt's the moral compass. Katt, respect to you, but why disrupt another's grind? Snitching on your own? In this game, we lift each other up, not tear down. Chappelle's response to Williams' interview was layered respect mingled with disapproval. During his Hollywood improv appearance, he questioned Williams' choice to single out black entertainers while omitting any critique of white comedians. Chappelle highlighted Williams' focus on others' misdeeds, not his own struggles, questioning the morality of jeopardizing fellow comedians' careers. His comments underscored a philosophy of unity and support in the comedic fraternity. In this gripping comedic clash, Chappelle confronts Williams, blending respect with dissent. "What's this game you're playing, Katt?" he asks, emphasizing solidarity in the comedy circuit. It's an insider's look at the intricacies of comedy dynamics. The question remains, will this ignite further controversy, or is it merely another twist in their ongoing saga? Keep tuned for more laughs and the ongoing battle of wits in the comedy world. And hey, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our Secret Stream YouTube channel for more insider comedy tales.